Hello, world. Welcome to a new episode of the ALANAmagazine podcast. Um, this is your host, Ilan Janae, and I have with me the amazing Lorena Bello. Lorena, hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for having me here. I'm very glad to have this time, to enjoy this time with you, talking about digital fashion and with me.
I'm so happy to finally meet you and speak with you. You are so accomplished and amazing. I'm so excited to learn your story, your journey, your perspective. The first question I do have for you is where in the world are you speaking to us from?
Where in the world right now? I'm from I'm in Madrid, very near to Madrid City. I mean, in a
Ooh,
city that is called Alcalá de Henares, very nice city, and is where I'm
nice.
normally 90% of my time I'm based.
Oh wow,
So
how nice.
from
I've always wanted
Spain,
to
not
visit.
yeah, from Spain, not sunny today, but we will have the sunny in a few weeks, I guess.
Almost there. We're almost there.
Over there, yes, yes, yes. Because I look in you, you are, you are very summer, and I have a lot of empire.
Spring.
Yes.
I'm excited for spring. I in Southern California, we just had like a huge winter storm, but now it's finally sunny, so I'm like, okay, shoot, like I'm gonna
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
it. So, Lorena, what is the meaningful item that you are wearing today?
Sorry, can you repeat? So they have to.
Of course. What is the meaningful item you are wearing today?
My meaningful item I'm wearing today, I think this this jacket is the meaningful item. Yes, it's a
It looks so
present
nice
I
and
got.
cozy.
Yeah, it's a present I got, and also it's something that is very me because I absolutely love prints. I'm a print lover, and
Mhm.
I'm also flowers and everything. So I think that represents very well myself, and also is a present. So it's very, yes, very
That's so
meaningful.
sweet. That's so sweet. Especially when it's a gift and it's like, "Oh, you thought of me. Like, thank you so
Yeah.
much." So, I like it and I like how you're rocking it. My next question for you is tell us a little bit about your craft. What is a digital fashion to you?
Wow, digital fashion to me is it's just a lot. I mean, how to explain? When I say it's a lot, is that for me it really represents many things. From one side, as an artist, it can represent my self-expression somehow, and in a way, I can represent things I love to create, I love to do, and but I think that digital fashion has many ways to be seen. Also, from
Mhm.
real world, only digital world for the, is that for me it's like it's like split myself into parts. No, my part that is digital fashion and artist that where I express myself
Mhm.
or I create things that really represent. But for me also digital fashion has a very powerful um, it's a very powerful tool for a real fashion to create also
Mhm.
something fashion in a different way. So it's these
Mhm.
two ways where I see what we are seeing there is more my artistic part, where I express
Yeah.
myself. I do create things that some can be wearable, some no, but
Yeah.
really it's more a way of expressing,
Oh, that's
yourself.
gorgeous. Yeah, so what I'm hearing is that there's two versions of digital fashion. One is the creative expression, it's the art form, it's the illustration, and then the other part is the impact that it can have in the actual fashion industry and with sustainable fashion and it being used as a solution to fashion waste. Am I getting that right?
Yes, a solution to fashion way, and also as a way of designing and creating in a different way. I think fashion has been stuck for many years on the same way of doing things that is not a
Yeah.
good way. Is not, uh, you know, from the one part is not so efficient and is not so
Mhm.
sustainable. And
Yes.
technology, I'm a tech lover, I have to confess. I'm totally a tech lover. And really I think that technology is here to help us. And indeed, I have
Yeah.
these two ways because maybe my first approach to digital fashion was from that side, no? From, oh, if you
Mhm.
create these things with digital, you can be more sustainable, or you can create things that are more accurate and from there I started more in the digital fashion path of being more an artist and creating other things.
Yeah.
So is that why I'm a little bit split in these two parts?
I love that. I love that. So, a big question that I have for you is you wear many different hats under the digital fashion umbrella. You're a designer, you're a consultant, an educator, a co founder. What role has been the most natural for you, and what role has been the most challenging?
Yeah, I think maybe the most natural has been to be a designer. That was like
Ooh.
something you have inside. When I say a designer, is like to create things.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I have inside of me, and I need to create.
Get out.
It's something that yes, I need to get out. Yes, that is something I need to do in my everyday to create. And this is for me more natural, and maybe later I realized that maybe being an educator is something that I can have in a natural also way, because it's natural for me
Mm-hmm.
to explain the people, and I like to help people and to always teaching, and it has been. And maybe the most challenge is the fact of being co-funding or funding or doing being an entrepreneur. That is the most challenging, because you have to,
Mm-hmm.
when you are a co-founder, you have to agree with other people, and you have to
Yeah.
decide things. And in any case, when you fund anything, is very challenging because you have to do so many things at the same time,
Yeah.
and that is really
Yeah.
that is really a challenge. Yes, for sure. That is the part in which you have to be not only mm, not only the founder, but also the marketing, and also the
Yeah.
design, and also the sales, and also everything. And this is really I all the people that they create their own business or projects or whatever, I really they have my entire admiration, because I know how difficult it is. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we only see the success on some people, thinking that, oh, they got this, that, and we do not see the lot and the tons and tons of work they have made, and also the not everything has been good all the time, and all the
Yeah.
failures and all the things that are underneath. So for me, that is the more challenging personal, and I think for any person, I think I really admire the people that can do this kind of thing.
Yeah. I thank you for sharing that because I feel like it's so easy, like, especially on social media or like just in conversation, you're more likely to share your successes rather than your failures.
Yes,
And
yes.
so it is really like sometimes people don't really see the journey like for what it is as a journey,
Hmm.
and you only really hear about the wins like after the fact.
Yeah, yeah. That is, and I think that is a problem, because it's like
Mhm.
when you see what you were telling on social media, these kind of things, you only see the success in the people, and
Yeah.
it's not that is not real. Normally, that,
Mhm.
that can be an intention, but I think success is something that you get with some drops of luck and a lot of work. a lot of, and without a lot of work, these drops of luck, because of course you have to have some luck, but yes, people only see the good thing, and I think, when a person is successful, for sure
Hmm.
has a lot of failures on the backpack.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'm happy that we're also discussing this as well. For viewers who are watching this, I think, especially if they are just now getting into fashion, just now getting into tag or digital fashion and fashion tag, like, I think it's very helpful to have this less rigid mindset around success, because sometimes it's so hard to put like your expectations on yourself, rather than like kind of just going with the flow and understanding like the ebbs and flows of the journey.
Yeah. Line, yes, totally agree. I think it's very important for any person that starts in this, or I think in anything. But to know that you are going to get a lot of no's and a lot of people
Yes.
that does not like your work, and a lot of people, but that the world is very big and very wide, and you will get always, you're going to get always positive feedbacks and negative feedbacks, and things are going to be well sometimes and bad other times, and this is the life, and you have just to compose yourself and continue and keep going, and just really believe in what you do, and
Yeah.
the things you like. I think it's important also to do the things that you really like and keep going.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
care about what other people, is telling you. If you believe in something and you do, it's just keep going. But you have to be aware that
Yeah.
things are not always easy, for sure.
That
Well,
okay, I
thank you.
love that. I feel like that is what I've been learning as well. It's like the importance of persisting. You got to persist. So, I guess my question for you in all of this is, what do you define as success to you?
Wow, for me, success is do what you love and be able to live with doing that.
Hmm.
For me, that is wonderful, because you have to, for me, all the people can put the, the success in many things or many perspectives in their
Yeah.
life. But I think, considering that work is a big part of your time, you have to work so many times, being able to do something that you really like and you get paid,
Hmm.
for me, that is success. Wake up and say, okay, I I will do this for free because I
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah.
that I love, and I'm getting
For the
paid to do for doing for the
love.
love. No, you have to pay me that. Okay, but I will do
That too.
that. You can don't think that, but that feeling that what you do you really love, and you are getting paid for that. So for me, that is
Hmm.
the feeling. Of course, if you can be like Picasso and be also famous and very rich, it would be great. But that to achieve that doing something that you really love, and have the opportunity to do that every day. For
Yeah.
me, that is
We
success.
have, thank you. We have a actual chat.
Yeah.
It says by Nitish Aurora. Hi, Nitish Aurora.
Uh,
It's they say the landscape behind Lorena is interesting. I wish you could talk about it. Can you talk about it for us a bit?
okay, that landscape is a dream. It's my house in maybe any other planet. I don't know.
Ooh.
It's really one of the. Now, this is something I did with Midjourney in a lot of time ago, and it's one of my first experiments working with artificial intelligence and creating prompts for different things. And was creating different landscape and houses in different special things, and I love this landscape. Always is on my back.
I like that. I like how that's the fun thing about AI and Midjourney. Like you can really create something out of nothing and then have it as your background for a live stream. Like That's awesome to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, next question. What was your first project in fashion tech? Would you feel comfortable in showing us?
Okay, I have different projects that I can
Okay.
consider my first project. Indeed, I don't know if I can. Okay, yes, I can share my screen. Then I
Awesome.
can. Okay, then I can look because I was seeing. Okay, let me know. I have. I'm going to explain you the projects and the options. Okay, 1 second. That I have to. Okay, go in here. Okay, this is are using this is one of my I consider this one of my first projects, even if it is not my first
Ooh.
project, because the
Okay.
composition is something that is not my first project, but this dress is the first dress and also the first garment I ever designed in 3D. And also the
Yay!
earrings and the shoes are from my very 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 first modeling assets. So a little bit of time later I put all them together with the avatar and the theme, but really the almost all these things are the first things are designed I designed. So this is why I consider this one of my first projects in the sense that it joins a little bit everything. But really, one of my really first projects to the world, I was okay here. What this is one of the first things I did for a client. I went to here
Wow.
to digital acts the NFTs, and these in here are my first projects. This is an auction, the first auction of digital acts with the Crypto Kitties was a
Mhm.
collaboration with it, and the others were with Brian Brinkman, and we did this collaboration, and it's this very nice because also the
Oh
textures
my gosh.
are moving. Yes, yes, and also it's crazy because
Oh my
I seen the
gosh.
price of this Brian Brinkman. The price of some of them is like 4.5 F that I can, that I cannot believe, you know, really
Oh my
the price of
gosh.
yes, yes. But you know, this is also my really in tech. I will say that this is the very first project in the sense that before this, I didn't not know what was crypto or Web3. I was totally, totally out of this world. And
Yeah.
okay, nice to hear you. It's nice, Javier. Hi, I'm reading
Hi.
also these open messages. And it was the really my that moment was the moment I passed from I told you what I told you before. No, I passed from digital fashion, something for
Mhm.
fashion, or we can create digital fashion for other purposes, or we can do digital fashion and be artists or be designers or be, and that was the moment where
Mhm.
I thought, oh okay, yes, we can also digital fashion is also
You can bridge
something
it.
else. Yes, in that okay, in that case I have to say that is what I told you. Sometimes in life you need a little bit of luck, and I consider that I have luck
Mhm.
because that was in the very beginning of the digital fashion and in crypto. Was the first, I think, was the first auction in for digital fashion, and I have
Mhm.
was very lucky because they contacted me and they asked me to participate in here. Someone that you
Oh,
don't
that's
know and they
amazing.
believes in you and they think that you can create something like that, and it was yes, it was an amazing opportunity they gave me.
That's amazing. Was it challenging? Because it looks so nice. It looks intricate.
Yeah, it was challenging. Yes, especially in the very beginning because now I have many things in mind and a lot of things that I know. But in the very beginning, people was telling me, no, you have to do the UVs and you have to export this and you have to do that and you have to.
Oh my gosh.
What they are telling me about? I don't even know.
Yeah. What? What does that
you
mean?
know, when you are starting in something, but yes, really, really was a way for also learning a lot of things and pushing yourself to do more. And
Hmm.
this is something that I really love also. The fact of to say, ah, this I love this. This
And
is
that's beautiful
for given.
too.
Yes, yes. Also, you have the filter that you can put with the NFT. It was
I
super
can
nice.
I can imagine wearing it right now. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Imagine wearing in real life.
like
Also,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay. My next question is explain one thing in Web3 for total beginners.
Well, one thing in Web3 for total beginners, when I sometimes when I uh, act as a speaker especially with the
Mhm.
students, and I try to explain them that first thing is the concept of the blocks, and how the blockchain works and how it's important
Yeah.
to really assure that the information cannot be modified or alterated or so on. And also, for me, it's very important when I explain them, I mean something that for beginners they do not know, the part of
Mhm.
decentralization and the part of the all the information and all the data, is not storage in one company, one thing, and it's divided, and the power of this thing, that
Mhm.
anything can be altered because everything is everywhere and at the same time.
Yeah.
So for me, this is, when you try to explain people to understand which is Web3 and which is the nice thing of Web3. And of course, collaboration and all the things happening in there. But for me, that main thing is very important, and also I think is the key for, I think, a new generation of products that we are going to see, or traceability in products or
Mhm.
something. Indeed, I used to say this is very nice. In Spain, sometimes in the radio, there is an advertisement of a company that they sell eggs, and you can trace your eggs on the blockchain.
Mhm.
So this is crazy because when you buy them, you can see where the hen put the eggs and, and all
Yeah.
this, having all this traceability. So I think the concept underneath is very powerful for for a lot of purposes. But I also love the fact that anything is in a place, everything is everywhere, and in the in many places of many people that are at the same, they have the information but they do not have the information, so at the end the information is yours.
Ooh. So we have a really interesting question. It's also from Nitish Aurora. It says DJs like Anima have taken VFX and 3D modeling to the next level. Has Lorena worked in film music collab? If not, does she plan for her fashion to be seen in films?
Oh, and I go love, of course. I will be more than willing. No, I didn't have the chance to collaborate in any film. I have been contact time ago. I mean, I don't know, a few years ago, from a musician, but at the end the collaboration didn't work. But of course, I would like to work, and I would like to do more things of that field. Anyway, I think we still be, we can see digital fashion, and there are people that they are very, mm, breaking the boundaries and doing amazing
Mm-hmm.
things. But at the end, in general, I think this kind of industries is a little bit difficult to join because
Yeah.
they used to collaborate with studios or with companies. It's not that at the end, it's not that I'm I'm very happy, but I'm not a famous artist. that is that is Rihanna is coming to to call me and say, okay, can you do a digital dress for me? Uh, I wish, but that is,
Hmm.
difficult. So at the end, uh, would I like to do it? Of course, I would love to participate in things or in, music, fashion, and also join more these, parts of digital and the other arts. But I think it's very difficult also to be able to participate in something like that. Not
Who
be.
knows? Maybe somebody watching is
Yeah, yes,
into the
and
3D
I'm
film.
super open. I will love, but I think is okay. It also saying that I would like and I will be super happy, but maybe that is
Hmm.
not my main thing. So if
Yeah.
where I will be pursuing that thing and trying to do, life has lead me for other other ways right now. So that is not my main thing, but yes, sure, I
That'll be interesting.
yes, yes,
Also, going back to your comments about the about Web3, I think it is interesting how it's a lot more transparent and kind of nothing gets lost.
yes. Nothing gets lost, and you have really this traceability of the things, and the things cannot be manipulated or of the information altered. And also I also love the fact of not needing to use your data. Right now, this is something
Mm, yeah.
that, we are okay. You have to do things. Sometimes I feel like I'm self because I have to do things and I have to put my data everywhere. Otherwise, you cannot do nothing. And honestly,
Yeah.
I do not think that is fair.
Yeah.
And I think we need to do something to change that.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because data is data and it's all about you. You
Yes,
get very
and that
personal.
is very
So,
powerful. Yes, if you want my data, pay for it.
ooh.
Like maybe I can pay if I can say it, if I can say, but right now I cannot
Mm.
say that, but because my data is everywhere and I think because you have to click so many yes, a TED or whatever with all your information that you cannot even read the
Mhm.
things you get, and this is a system that is not fair. It's absolutely not fair for people.
Yeah. Yeah. And it unfortunately it's very normalized too.
It's absolutely, I think all
Very
the
normalized.
yes, I think the rules we have, at least in Europe, for that are not the rules that are protecting anything, because at the end you have to put your data. I think is changing the system, and a system that you are,
Mhm.
you keep also part of your privacy. Why not? And about your privacy in any aspect you want to keep. It's
Of
your
course.
privacy. It's something, is a right you have. So it should
Of
be,
course.
at least have the right to decide. I want to go in this way and I want to, it's not that you are hiding anything, but you can protect yourself.
Mhm. Of course. So what do you want the world to know about Studio Lobe?
Oh, what? Yeah, okay. That is me. It's just me. It's just me trying to put, together my art and my things and also my work, because really when Studio Love was born, the account, the website was a little bit me presenting myself as a designer for other people, as a consultant,
Mhm.
but also as an artist. It's a mix, it's this mix that I told you, because I started with a
Yeah.
purpose and later the life gave me another one and I did another one. So at the end, it's a mix. But uh, uh, what I want to transmit is just what I feel or what I do or the things I think
Mhm.
they are beautiful. for me
Looks
because the beauty
beautiful.
is very is very it's a content very personal.
Yes, it looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
So you have three artworks in Alana Magazine, Earth Edition. You have Baby Fungi, Pink Pagoda, you have Bridal Veil. What inspired you to create these artworks, and what story do you hope to tell through these artworks?
Okay, this is my I think my most art art artistic work. Really, there was
Hmm.
a lot of time before I create this that I have a lot of willing to do something. I love nature. I told you I love flowers. I love prints. I love it.
Yes.
And I have a folder on Pinterest full of fungus. Any kind of image of fungus in the world. I was,
Yeah.
collecting and collecting and collecting.
Yeah.
And when I see the free picture that inspired these artworks, it was like seeing the picture of the fungi and seeing the dress right now. You know what I how I
That's
I
wild.
compared that, and that was the beginning. And I want also to mix a little bit of this fashion decoration with the putting in nature and with a touch that for me is more the remembers more the painting from the Caravaggio, or really hand paintings from
Hmm.
400 years ago. This kind of style with the nature, the contrast and the tints, and missing a little bit of, together many things. And this is
Yeah.
how they were going.
It
They
looks
are
so beautiful
my
and it's so
babies.
crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy how you're able to just kind of imagine, like, okay, what would this look like as a dress?
Yeah,
How can I make this fungus
yeah.
into fashion?
But was more than imagine was when I was watching the picture of the fungi. I was
Yeah.
watching the dress. For me, it was the dress. Just was like to convert. For me, was like the dress is there. I do not have even to think.
Yeah. Like, oh,
It's
that's
just
easy.
something, just like copying the dress. It was something. This is what I think. It was something very personal because I have this picture from a long time ago, and it was a project I had in my
Hmm.
mind, and the right time to create the project arrived, and was crazy. And I love the also when you see with the pink pagoda in
Yeah.
the now with the people wearing. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. I
That's
love.
so fun. It's so crazy, like, for those who are watching, like, you can actually try on this gown
Yes,
using the 010 app.
yes,
And it's
yes.
just so crazy how you took an idea, you brought it to life through design, turned this plant into like an actual dress, and now people who are watching can even try it on in their own homes. Like, that's, to me, that's impact. And that's really awesome. So,
Yes, yes, and this is also thanks to you, and thanks to Stella, and to the Alana project to giving me also the opportunity to feature my work and to do this, and really it's super cool when you see that. I feel like it's like I feel like
no, like, I'm
super
like,
happy. Yes, 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 it's
I'm
amazing.
super happy right now. It's so cool. So, okay. In 2023, you were featured in Vogue Singapore as the winner of the Vogue Singapore Metaverse Fashion Week digital competition. Many people dream of being featured in Vogue. How was this experience for you? Like, what was it like? You got to share with us.
Okay, I am almost good. Go down to when I when they wrote me and I opened the email, you are the winner. I was like, wait 1 second, this is not possible. For sure, this is not. I cannot believe that it was. it was a dream. I just you were the ticket blur. Really
Blurred.
was a dream. Was a dream come true. A dream come true because I have mm, dreamed all my life to be featured also in Vogue. I have never imagined, from this that I told you, I started with digital fashion with another purpose, and from this opportunity to do an action and other things, arriving to the point that that will lead you to be on Vogue is like if someone have
Yeah.
told me that 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would say, "Are you crazy? I cannot. That is not going to happen." And yes, and that happened. And so for me,
Oh my
it was amazing.
gosh.
Yes, yes,
Oh my
really, it was
gosh.
amazing. And also when they told me, you cannot imagine the amount of people that were, you know, for the design and the thing, and they were, you know, that makes you feel okay. Is the amazing is even more than amazing.
I'm so excited right now.
Yeah, I tell you, imagine that also they wrote me and they told me, okay, you are the winner, but we are going to publish this. I don't remember in 2 weeks or so. You cannot tell anyone.
Oh my gosh. You're like,
This inside of me.
yeah.
And all the people
This
was
beautiful
asking me.
secret.
Yes, all the people because my friends were asking me, "Oh, do you know anything about the Vogue theater?" No, no, I do not know anything. I was not telling anyone because they told me,
Yeah.
well, I shut up until it comes. Never, it's another
That's
thing.
so
Never,
beautiful.
I did this like something mm, was in a moment, okay, that I have the time to do, and okay, let's do it. Never thought I was going to win. Never, never
That's so
imagined that.
beautiful. I love the colors. It's so vivid and so
Yes,
saturated.
yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
Wow. What an accomplishment. Congratulations. I know it's been like 2 years still like that. Like, I'm so excited right now. It's super
Thank,
cool.
thank you very much. I could wear it, yeah, in real life also.
So, as a digital fashion designer and educator, what do you hope to accomplish one day?
What I would have, I, as a digital fashion designer, I think I have some ideas in my mind that maybe I will keep a little bit for me and let's see how they come to life. But really, for me, I would like to accomplish these ideas. But for sure, I'm very happy with what I'm telling you to have the opportunity to live doing things that I really love and have the chance to
Yes.
do these things every day. For me, is fantastic. Maybe one day I would like to be a digital fashion designer who knows, and
Mm,
immerse these things in between digital and physical world or do something else. Is something that is always in my mind, but you have to think very well about that on how to be able to do so because really fashion is a very difficult world. It's very competitive,
mhm.
and there are many things that you have to 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 consider. But digital fashion, I think, is a very good tool for any designer to start creating
Yes.
things and promoting and seeing also if those things can have an opportunity in real life. So maybe it's something
Mhm.
that I would like to do, and also to be able to to put my to, yes, to see myself is what I told you. Sometimes when I do things, is a way to express yourself, no? So even if
Yes.
it's more in the side of fashion, or even it's more on the side of work, having that opportunity, or also as an more artist, how to say, when you see your work, see it, and this is something that is very, rewarding. And as an educator, really, I will be very happy when all the new generation of designers, they will be not just
Mm-hmm.
designer, they will be also digital fashion designer.
Digital
Yes,
designers.
because from from my side, work with the people and with the new generations of people, but also with people that they really see technology not as a friend. They see technology as something that they can learn, to improve.
Yes.
For me, it's very rewarding when you see the people, and then you help them to learn, or you teach them, and later you see how they you, fly and do the things, and they enter and they understand, the perspective of digital fashion and how many things
Mm-hmm.
they can do with that. So maybe it's what I would like. I would like to see, in 10 years, okay, now all designers are digital fashion designers, because, digital fashion is a core for any designer, and also seeing
Mm-hmm.
digital fashion, more and more. There was maybe uh, 2 years ago, it was
Mm-hmm.
digital fashion was very hype also, and maybe with the crypto crash, also digital fashion somehow, projects related with that were a little bit down, and I think that I would like to see everything coming up again
Yes.
in a good way. I think it's sometimes it's in the life, in the current world, things happen so fast that sometimes you do not have even time to know what is really something that is going to stay, and what is something that is going to move. We pass from
Mm-hmm.
one thing to AI to the other thing, and but I think with time everything will be calm, and see, these things coming more and more, and really being something that are not, how to say, that sorry, in the beginning, when I started in digital fashion, was coming for me,
Mm-hmm.
my friends used to tell me that, what do you do? Suddenly, what do
Oh.
you do? Because, it was difficult to explain to people what you do in your work, or what you create, or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe the summary will be that I do not need to explain people what I do. I tell I do this. I'm digital fashion designer, and they will understand what I'm doing
I
without.
like that. I like that. That it's not like some huge mystery. It's like, yeah, I design digitally and digitally and for fashion as well.
Yes,
We
yes.
have another comment. It says from Nitish Aurora. It will be really nice to learn from Lorena how she stores the archival projects in digital fashion.
Oh, how I store my projects in digital fashion. Well, really, in so many hard disks. I store them. I have almost all my projects. I have published them in social media, also on my website, but I keep them really in, for now, in house, until I found another way, to serve them. Also because I thought this about um, blockchain and crypto, but honestly, I do not know how to create. If I have a way to create something, and storage in another way where I can keep. Yes, but that needs a knowledge that I do not, technical knowledge that I do not have. So right now, in the current way, I think almost of the people.
My last question for you, Lorena, is for those who are curious about getting into fashion tech or getting into digital fashion, what advice would you give them?
To those, first to jump. Yeah, do not think so much. Sometimes we think a lot. I'm going to do this or not, or how to start. The only way to start things is
Mhm.
starting. Just move one feet, and later moving the other will be, just something natural. Don't be afraid. Don't be, and also don't be afraid when we talk. Don't be afraid of the failure. Don't be afraid that maybe it's something you try and later you don't like. You can. You are not obligated to continue doing something if you do not like. It's not a contract for life. And in life right now, that things and technology is so fast. Is the most you
Mhm.
try, the most you learn, the better for you. Because you need to be, I think, my advice for anyone in anything, and it's the advice I used to, to tell younger people because they are just learning, is that you have to be very flexible in life, very
Yeah.
flexible and very be able to adapt to anything, because right now technology is something that goes so fast that maybe something we are talking right now and we are thinking is going to be one way in 1 year or in five is totally different or have totally changed. So you
Mhm.
have to be this thing like be water, my friend. No, that Bruce Lee. You have to be able to adapt and to pass from the things. And for me, this is the most important thing.
Mhm.
Just try, keep going, and be flexible.
I like that. I like be like water, especially with water. Water, one thing about water, water persists. Not only like does it adapt and move, it also keeps going.
Yes, yes, and keep going. Always, we cannot stop, and that is, for me, that is, and this is also my mantra. It's something that I try to say to myself. Keep going, and even
Yes.
some days are bad or some days good. Okay, tomorrow will be another day. You can restart
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yes.
You can continue. Yeah.
I love that. Lorena, thank you so much for coming on to the Alana Magazine podcast and sharing your story. I really appreciate it. And I
Uh,
appreciate learning from you as well.
thank you very much, and thanks for having me, and thanks for all the support to me as an artist and as a designer and everything. I'm really, really super happy, and I'm very lucky. And I is what I told you. You have to work hard, but you have to be lucky also to have people that really believe in what you are doing, and
Hmm.
like you, and that you are hosting me, and also having me in the magazine. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Alana Magazine podcast. If you would like to support the show, please vote for us on Artisan for the Alana Magazine Air Edition because we are working on a new edition of the magazine and we're going to have that out to you guys soon. You can see the QR code, scan the QR code below. Other than that, thank you all. You have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye bye, everyone.